Back to another Slay the Spire stream. I'm your host, Vegetable Bread. We had a very short Ironclad run yesterday, died in Act 1, so getting ready to do Silent Run now, continuing the rotation. Remove a card, Nia's Gift, and Curse for 12 HP. Well, Curse for 12 HP is nice. What path do we want? Probably this 3-fight elite thing? Looks like we're only going to get 2 probably in the act. I guess we could do one of these 2 and then that one and that one technically. But that's like, you get 0 fires in the act if you do any of those lines. So it seems tough. If we go on the right, we get 2 extra fires. We get a fire before the elite 2, but that's the only elite in the act. I think that's probably the way to do it. Silent's not great at Act 1 elites, so I don't feel too bad hiding from them. Get a 3-fight question mark shop. Probably don't need the max HP or the next 3 comments have 1 HP, since we're not getting a snipe with it. And the shop is a little bit late. So I think this is a trade out of boss relic run. I don't want to get it. I don't want to lose a strike yet before I start doing fights. So we're going to trade out a boss relic here. So I'll do on Silent sometimes when the options are not great. Alright, here we go. Wish me luck. Oh boy. Okay, well we got a Wraith form. That's pretty nice. It looks like we only have 1 block card, is kind of a problem. We have 1 backflip. We traded in 5 strikes and 5 defends, and we got back 1 defend, a Wraith form, a burst, and a bunch of attack cards, and some sort of situational BS, like Phantasma Killer, Setup, and Caltrops. Not really doing anything. Okay, well, that's one way to start off a Slay the Spire run. We can mostly block out here with Survivor, but we're guaranteed to not have any block next turn because that was all the block in the deck. I guess we can Wraith form. That's kind of like having block. We could set up Wraith form too. Guaranteed draw it next turn for 0. Blade Dance does 8 damage, so we give 16 total. We could put him to 1 with Caltrops. Doesn't look like we have any combo with Wraith form later. I mean, I guess I'll set up Wraith form. Sorry, Kieran. Hey, you know my schedule. I publish it. We're definitely doing... Oh wait, we had lethal there. Shoot. Okay, well, we'll probably be fine. We're intangible and do double damage next turn. Surprisingly, not enough damage. There we go. How's it going, Kieran? Good morning. Well, we needed some way to block because we Pandora's boxed away all of our defense, and we got back a single backflip. And none of these block, but we can well-laid plans and try and keep the block that we do have. We also have Wraith form, so well-laid plans is pretty good. Let's grab it. We probably do want to do this, since we got some kind of garbagey stuff. Probably remove Phantasmal Killer. I could see Setup as well, but Setup goes actually pretty well with Wraith form. Yeah, the worst cards are Caltrops, Setup, and Phantasmal Killer. I guess Burst is bad right now, but Burst gets really good later. I think we'll remove Phantasmal Killer. If you burst a Phantasmal Killer, do you just get 2 turns of double damage? Or do you get 1 turn of quadruple damage? Because that would be pretty cool. But I suspect it's the former. Blade Dance breaks both. We can set up Caltrops and block out. Seems okay. We have lethal with endless agony. Neutralize on this one. That actually all costs 0, so we could also wraith form and just take 1 in the fight. Most likely. Seems fine. Dodge and roll says block on it, so I should probably pick it. Alright. So we can well-laid plans and then burst the blade dance. Do some damage. I guess we'll keep dodge and roll. Neutralize, dodge and roll blocks out. Then we can just do some damage. Keep probably survivor for next turn. I guess we could keep backflip. He's not going to be weak next turn, so he's going to do 11. So we probably want survivor. Hey, Sir Erdemel, how's it going? Yeah, you know, I have won a silent run on stream, but I have had a lot of losses as well. It's been mostly losing for silent. We've got 4 blocks, so blocking for 8 blocks out. So let's do that. We can dodge and roll and then keep the wraith form just in case. I'm not sure what the case is, but you know, maybe. Yeah, I have to say this silent run in particular is not looking super promising. You have a bad feeling about opening this. I love it. Yes, it's a bad card. Escape plan? Let's see, what's our skill density? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In what usually ends up being a 13 card deck. So it's like 50-50. I changed the Discord link again. I figured out how to make them last forever. So, hooray. So let me update the link here. As I'm copying this, Kieran's probably already done it. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so wait, it didn't work. Kieran, why didn't it work? I did the command edit thing, and it just shows me saying command edit. But I guess the link in my command edit is the correct one that'll get you there. Maybe they both work for now, but yeah. I think this is this escape plan here. Crippling Cloud is a better card than escape plan generally. I kind of like burst escape plan though. Draw twice. All right, we'll take escape plan. We need a block. I guess I was planning on going to the shop, but it seems horrible now that I'm here. But I can't really skip it and take 3 extra hallway fights, or else I'll probably die, so I guess let's do it. Oh my god, I missed out a membership card? Jesus. Should not have gone to this shop. Yeah, I don't expect anything out of discard participation. It's basically just a place for me to notify you when I'm going live, and you can tell from the level of activity that that's mostly what's happening there. But that's okay. Eventually, we'll get some more people in there, and there'll be stuff happening. Predator's pretty great. It only costs 40. We could buy like Predator Crippling Cloud. We could buy a card remove, which is probably pretty good because we have like setup in the deck. I think Predator Crippling Cloud is a pretty good start. Do we fight the light? Well, we have some really valuable upgrades. We've got like Burst and Wraith Form and Crippling Cloud. But if we don't fight the light, then we can probably just take an upgrade here. So we're skipping on... We're getting an extra upgrade for having both of the upgrades being randomized. So what are the bad targets, I guess? Riddle with Holes gets an extra 5 damage, so that's not really bad. Neutralize is great. Blade Dance is kind of meh. 1 extra Shiv. Caltrops is good. What does Setup do? So that's fine. Endless Agony is pretty meh. Just a little bit extra damage. Dodge and Roll's fine. Well-Laid Plans is great. Escape Plan's kind of meh. So the biggest misses are like Endless Agony and Escape Plan. Survivor is kind of in that category. Backflip. But honestly, like, we need upgrades on defenses, so Survivor Backflip's not too bad. Escape Plan is also there. Yeah, I think I'm going to fight the light. There we go. Wraith Form. Excellent. Can we take an upgrade here, too? Or do we die to Gremlin Knob if we do that? I think we probably die to Gremlin Knob. We'll get a fire after the elite, so if we do super well, we can just take an upgrade after. Plus, this is our first hard fight, and it's a doozy. I talked about Burst Escape Plan, but I was mostly talking about Burst Plus Escape Plan, because then you can draw a skill and then play it twice. I guess we can, like, neutralize Escape Plan Wraith Form. We don't have the damage to win this fight. We needed to, like, start with Burst Crippling Cloud or something. So I guess let's see what's in here. 2 Endless Agonies. If we don't want to Wraith Form, we can Burst Blade Dance. Get a bunch of shivs, so that gets us 8 damage per Blade Dance. It's 16 damage, plus 12 damage from these is 28, plus 3 is 31 damage. Not quite enough to kill Spike Slime. So we probably put the Neutralize on the Looter. Probably put the whole damage on the Looter. So it seems like we probably do want to Wraith Form. I think we Wraith Form and hit the Looter as hard as we can. Try and get him before he runs away. We only have 20 gold. Alright, we're intangible this turn. If we'd gotten that setup upgrade, we could, like, set up on Riddle with Holes or something. I guess these both do 15 damage, but I guess this gets extra card draw next turn, so there you go. We'll probably set up on Riddle with Holes anyway. We're actually going to draw it with the extra draw. So we'll draw all these cards and Riddle with Holes if we set it up. Riddle with Holes will cost 0 and do 15, then we'll Crippling Cloud, killing him and damaging that guy. Seems good. Okay. And Caltrops does the most damage. We're really afraid of this Spike Slime because we are frail and losing decks every turn, and we're about to run out of intangible, so we need to get that damage on. So let's just get 3 damage now while we can. Dodge and roll blocks for 1. I guess it's Burst Blade Dance then. Can backflip draw lethal? I think no. I don't understand how I can help you with copy pasting. Because can you post it? Oh, you mean post it in Discord? Yeah, so this is the command, the command I was expecting to work, but doesn't. Yeah, so that link still works for the moment, but it'll expire after like, I don't know, an hour, 24 hours or something. I will backflip to block for 2. Ooh, maybe get an extra 1. Oh, I see. Okay. That's the command I expect to work. Skewer's great. We kind of need more damage. We lost all our strikes at the same time as we lost all the defense. Well, what's the problem? I don't know what the syntax is, so... Oh, you just say edit command? Okay, fine. Not sure how I got that backwards. Okay, we can take Slice or Skewer, those both give me damage. Slice lets me do something on the turn when I Wraith form. We also have 2 copies of Blade Dance, so we're looking for like a Kunai Shuriken thing. And if we find it, Slice is kind of good. I don't really want to lean into Shivs unless I have to, though, and Skewer does a lot of damage. Skewer is the kind of card you can break, you can split slime with. So I think I'll upgrade, or I'll take Skewer and probably upgrade it. Okay, I think we're going right. Art of Voice, great. Huh. I'm pretty sure I copied it from you earlier, so not to toss the blame back, but I definitely didn't just make it up. But whatever, doesn't matter. Crippling Cloud probably net saves us health. I don't think we're enthusiastic about it enough that we want to burst it. But then what do we do with the other energy? It's Caltrops. We're definitely playing both Endless Agonies. We're probably playing Wraith Form next turn. So it doesn't matter too much if we give him strength. So maybe we do burst Crippling Cloud. Just to get a bunch of poison. Develops 8 poison, but it's playing 2 extra skills, so he gets 6 marginal strength for burst Crippling Cloud over regular Crippling Cloud. So he's doing 8 now. If he does, if we play 3 skills, he does 9 extra. Does 17. Then he loses what, 4 damage and goes to 13. So we'd get a 20. Then we Wraith Form. But I mean, 8 poison is, it does 8 and then 7 and then 6 damage, which is like, what, 15, 19? Still actually not that much. Well, wait, if we wait for the 3 turns of Wraith Form, it does 8 this turn, and then 7, 6, 5, and then 4 before he actually hits us and we're out of intangible. So 8 plus 4 is 12, so 24 plus 6 is 30 damage. So I have to do 24 damage over 3 turns. Seems fine. I'll take 13 now. Oh, it's only 12. I got the rounding wrong. Okay. Alright, as discussed, Wraith form neutralize. I don't think there's any way we're not doing that. You know what this deck needs? 3 more copies of Wraith form. Right. Ooh, Vajra, okay. Dash, excellent. Dash fills a lot of roles that we need. It's a little bit expensive. Blur's kind of fun with Wraith form, because you can like Wraith form and then build up a big bank of block while you're intangible. It doesn't actually work that well, but the idea is cool. I think Dash is probably the pick. We're struggling a little bit with Act 1 elites. Actually, that was Gremlin Dump, who's probably the hardest one, and we kind of didn't struggle. But we did draw in a very nice order. I guess I would have preferred Burst Crippling Cloud on turn 1, when it didn't cost me so much health. Yeah, I think Dash is fine. Alright, we aren't fighting any more elites until the slime boss, so we could take 3 upgrades, maybe. We'll definitely take 1 upgrade and see where we're at. Probably want Skewer. Get that big slime boss split turn. We could take Burst. Get that Burst Crippling Cloud more reliably with the escape plan. Yeah, the deck needs to block more than it needs to attack, so I think I'll take Burst. There's Burst Crippling Cloud. Can't do much else with it, but there's nothing in our hand that says block, so... I guess we need to upgrade that Crippling Cloud, because that seems to be most of our damage. Riddle with Holes kills either one. Skewer kills the other one? Yeah. No, wait. That's not true. Skewer leaves him at 1. Okay, we'll just Survivor instead. We need to keep Explosive Potion because it like helps us with like one of the hardest hard hallway fights, this gang of slimes, which otherwise we might die to. So we'll lose the Distilled Chaos. Duplication Potion is way too good. We're picking Dagger Throw. Not super excited about Dagger Throw. I think we'll pass on it. Is that wise? What's our damage? Our damage is like Blade Dance with Burst, Riddle with Holes, Endless Agony, Dash, Skewer. Yeah, I think we're okay. Predator. I think we do want to rest at this campsite. We're at 12, so we could die. Yeah, and Venom would be nice. Catalyst, probably eventually, something we want. We can set up Wraith form. Seems fun. Let's escape plan first. See if we get anything good. Nope. Does it... It says though... it does say it's expired. That's so confusing. Infight invalid. Shoot. Edit invite link. No limit on uses, never expire. Generate new link. Copy button. Okay, alright, yeah, you go ahead. I was just doing the same thing, so appreciate it. Or, yeah, whatever. Can I press up in this chat? I cannot. Everything's confusing. Okay, wait. I'm gonna make up a new thing. I'm gonna say. Oh, so you say edit command no space. Hooray! Okay. That's a new link. Oh, I need to update the. Oh my god, everything's a disaster. I need to update the actual stream link with that as well. Okay. Ooh, there should be a blame command. Oh my god. Kieran is always blaming people for things. This is your chance to shine. We could just like duplication pop Predator and just blow him up. Do 32 damage. Seems like maybe we want to just Wraith form this turn. I guess we could Survivor and block most of the damage. Survivor block for 8, Predator. Yeah, I think I like that better. I guess Blade Dance probably does more damage because the fight is almost over. Also, we have extra strength. I guess the fight is over. Poison Stab is pretty good. Yeah, it couldn't hurt. If we're going to upgrade Crippling Cloud at the next campsite, which I think we are, then taking Poison Stab seems correct. Get 2 sources of it. Okay, so that was the last chance for the hard hallway fight to be Gang of Slimes, so we'll take the skill pad instead of the thing. We want that skill pad to be Poison. Is this really good enough? Maybe it should be like well-laid plans. No, I think we'll do Crippling Cloud. Okay, Predator Poison Stab seems like a pretty good start. We could use the skill pot now if we're really explicitly looking for poison, but I think we'll wait until the burst turn. Crippling Cloud with no burst. Darn. We could Duplication Potion the Crippling Cloud. Poison's not really very good against Slime Boss because he loses the poison when he splits. I guess let's escape plan and see if we drop burst. No. So if we do Duplication Potion Crippling Cloud, then he takes 16 from poison, then 15. 16 puts him at 108. 15 puts him at 93, 93, and then 14 would put him at 79. So we can kind of do 3 damage to him if we do that line. If we don't do that line, then we've got more time to set up, but then what are we setting up exactly? So, alright, let's go for it. And we only get to do 3 extra damage before he breaks, so we're not going to do it with either of these, because those do 4 damage. Unless we want to break him a turn early, which looks like it might be what we want. Hopefully we can block for a lot next turn with burst skill pop. We're kind of relying on that. Alright, what do we got? We can burst Malaise for 3. Give him minus 6 strength. That only blocks for less than 6 though, because he's already weak. So I guess Piercing Wail is probably better. We could do Deadly Poison. If we burst Deadly Poison, he takes 10 extra poison. Takes 25 now. We could actually break him. Seems like a really bad plan. Because we're breaking him at like... Although taking damage seems like a pretty bad plan too. We're at 28 and he's doing 28. So... maybe it is Burst Deadly Poison. So if we Burst Deadly Poison, he takes 25 from poison and goes to 83. And then we do 14 damage from Endless Agony, and he breaks at 69. Or wait, I guess we still have 2 energy after that, so we can skewer for 8 times 2 is 16. So from 69, nice, to 53. 53 is not terrible. I guess I'll take a 53. Considering that it's opposed to taking a bunch of damage. We could develop well-laid plans too, if we wanted to. Also, I'm doing 8 more damage than I thought. Well-laid plans doesn't have any value right now, and doing damage on the split turn is pretty important, so I think we just split him like this. It's actually a little bit better than I thought for some reason. Oh, right, because I had the extra energy. Hey, Burst and Deadly Poison came back together. That's neat. This also does 20 damage, which does a pretty good job of setting somebody up. But this does 10 poison, which does 20 damage over 2 turns. We can set up Riddle with Holes. We don't draw it for a long, long time, though. I think we just Burst Deadly Poison and Caltrops. Caltrops actually does something in the fight, whereas Riddle with Holes might never do anything. Are we more afraid of being frail or weak? A lot of our damage is from poison, so I think we're more afraid of being frail. We also triggered Art of War that turn. Only 2 relics in Act 1 is really weak. Alright, so we're going to break Spike Slime and take the damage from Acid Slime. So we'll just do all the damage to Spike Slime that we can. And go to 10. Wraith form showing up on time. Appreciate that. We could dash instead and take 5, but then if we lose Wraith form, we're probably just dying eventually. It's kind of a miracle that we have multiple options for blocking this turn. Yeah, setup goes on bottom of deck, which is why it's bad. Oh, it says the top. Okay, never mind. Yeah, should have played Burst last turn, maybe? Let's see, what would I have set up? I could have set up Riddle with Holes. Yeah, that would have been way better. Jeez. So then this turn we would be like Wraith form, doing 20 to this guy. Pretty big difference. Let's see, there's only 3 cards here. None of them are skills, so Escape Plan is guaranteed to not work. I think I'm going to do it anyway, though. So we can skewer for 8 times 4, which is... hey, Troll Fun. I'm just screwing up. 8 times 4 is 32, so we can break the acid slime at 7. We're getting into a little bit of trouble here because we're going to have 4 slimes hitting us, which is fine for next turn because we're going to be intangible, but less fine after that. But it's a good split, so I'll take it. It looks like we're gonna survive despite all odds. Ooh, thanks for the bits, troll. Appreciate it. We could take a second Wraith form. Seems like Wraith form is good. Yeah, isn't Watcher insane? It's a lot of thinking, but it's also just like really powerful. All these are great, obviously. We do have a Burst Plus and like Blade Dances, so After Image is actually pretty effective. But Wraith form's really good. And we already have one Wraith form. Wraith form just gets better and better the more copies you have. If I could have a deck with 6 Wraith forms, I'd do it. If we take a second Wraith form, then we're way better taking Snecko Eye. And this is also like a definitely Snecko Eye-y deck. Obviously Nightmare is great. Nightmare has is also really good with Snecko Eye. It's really good with Burst. Yeah, all of these are super good. I honestly have no idea what the right pick is here. I think maybe it's After Image. Yeah, I think I like After Image because we have a lot of turns where we have trouble blocking still, and we play a bunch of cards. So After Image helps us shore up that sort of problematic perspective of the deck. Wraith form is great for blocking too, but it's less reliable because an upgraded After Image is innate. So you can play it on turn 1, then play a bunch of shivs or whatever, and hopefully block out. I don't know though. Wraith form is so good. After Image is the only one that's kind of bad with Snecko Eye. But we don't always get Snecko Eye, so let's take After Image. Okay, no Snecko Eye. Empty Cage is pretty appealing because we have Pandora's Box, so we have a bunch of garbage in the deck. Yeah, Kieran's been trolling hard. Let's see. He's also been helping me set up stuff, so appreciate it. What's your meme mint, Chuck? Yes, I do. Lay it on me. Very excited to experience fresh memes. Yes, indeed. Yeah, Equiform seems like it's quite a bit better than Creative AI generally. We're definitely not ready to take Blackstar, and that's kind of Blackstar and Slaver's Scholar are both in the same sort of category where it's like, great, let's go fight some elites, but like we die to every elite. Like no joke, every single Act 2 elite just completely destroys us. We need a lot of help. I don't know if Empty Cage is really the help that we need, but at least we could get rid of like Setup and Caltrops maybe. Why is Collar bad with the After Image plan? Energy relics are great with After Image. I don't understand. Oh, no, no. Yeah, that's a different relic. So Velvet Choker is the only 6 cards played. This one is, it's energy, but it's only during some fights, so it doesn't help you during hallway fights. It's best few are hunting elites like Blackstar. Velvet Choker and Slaver's Claw are both like restraints that give you energy, which is weird. So I understand the confusion. I hate picking Empty Cage though, because it just doesn't do very much. Yeah, no, Slaver's Collar is like, it's newly added, so it's, it came in with the Watcher expansion, but like, it's very good. It's like one of the top tier boss relics. So it's definitely the best boss relic that's here. We don't survive this kind of plan. But the problem is, like, a lot of times I pick Slaver's Collar and then die to hallway fights, and this definitely feels like a run that's going to die to a hallway fight. So I think we have to do whatever we can to survive hallway fights, and I think that's removing Caltrops setup. We can't kill elites, I don't think so. What how many strikes? Like, strikes are not great, but we feel super underpowered. Okay, Collector, that's kind of nice. Collector's, I would say, the easiest Act 2 boss. I think in order, the hardest one is Champ, second hardest is Hyper Beam Guy, and easiest is Collector. Maybe we go to a shop, hope for a miracle. 4 hallway fights and a fire before the first elite. We could go to 3 question marks and hope that they turn us into a ghost or vampire. If we turn into a ghost, we're pretty good, actually. Being a ghost with Wraith Form and Burst Plus means we're in pretty good shape. So I think we got to go hard for Act 2 question marks. And that means we're going here. After image showing up in the opening hand, even when it's not. Yeah, we're so far behind. It's like, we're just going to get mercy killed by baseball on the next floor or something. We can block out here with dash block pot. I thought this said 11 block, and I was like, what? It's 11 damage. We could also potentially block with after image backflip something else. But dash does damage. How do we win this fight? If next turn is Burst Crippling Cloud, that helps. Burst Crippling Cloud and then like Blade Dance or something to hopefully kill one of them. So Blade Dance does 16, Crippling Cloud does 14, that's 30 total. Can we put somebody down to 30 this turn? Not really. We can do 19 damage. Puts him to 31. But that's... I guess we could draw Endless Agony too. But that's assuming that we draw Burst Crippling Cloud and Blade Dance. Oh wait, we can't even play that. That's a 4 energy line. After Image is great, but it's hard to play right now. Yeah. We could get it, theoretically, if we After Image backflip and something else, but then we're not even doing any damage this turn, and then, you know, great. Riddle with Holes does 20 damage too, so maybe Riddle with Holes Poison Stab is the most damage. So that's 29. We'd still be off by 2 though if we dash skewer. So I guess if we're skewering for 1, we could After Image instead and block for 1. I was assuming I would use the block pot this turn. Dash plus block pot blocks out perfectly. But if the 8 damage isn't that valuable, I guess I don't have to do it. But, I don't know. I think we need the 8 damage at some point. Let's go for the Mugger. He hits harder and he's only got 3 more health in this situation. We can get lethal here with Endless Agonies as well. Lethal on the Mugger. We got Burst Crippling Cloud Blade Dance, but we didn't set up for it, so we can't do it. That's not true, Troll Fun. I was using Dash, which is an attack. I guess we just Wraith Form here. It feels really bad to not Burst Crippling Cloud. If we Burst Crippling Cloud, we take a bunch of damage. I guess we could also Burst Blade Dance Survivor. Blocks for 16. Does 16 damage. So blocking for 16 versus blocking for 6. So you say 10 health. Crippling Cloud does way more damage though. Because Blade Dance does 16, Crippling Cloud does 14 this turn and then 12 next turn. Worth mentioning, 14 plus 12 does not kill Mugger, leaves him at 8. So we'd have to spend like Poison Stab on him next turn. Whereas Wraith Form blocks for 20. It doesn't do any damage. So I guess Wraith Form versus Survivor is, it blocks for 4 more, but it does 16 less damage. So those are sort of 3 lines, I guess. Burst Crippling Cloud, Burst Blade Dance Survivor, or Wraith Form. I think I like Burst Survivor Blade Dance best. Sort of threads the needle here. We're doing 20 damage, which is slightly more than I thought, because Vajra. Can we do 14 next turn? Riddle with Holes does 20. So we could just do 3 of these into Mugger to leave him at 20. We'll get started on Looter. We did get Riddle with Holes and Endless Agony. Woolly Plains doesn't really do anything. We can set up for lethal next turn with Predator Poison Stab. Take 10. Not a terrible fight. It's about all we can do. There's a leg sweep. Leg sweep's great. Okay. Oh, we did it! That's exactly what I was hoping for. Wow. Okay. Well, now we've got something to use our Burst Plus with. Suddenly, things are looking up. He's prepared plus language. I don't know what prepared is. Yeah, you gotta help me out with that one. Are you talking about Predator? Preparation is a Hearthstone card. No. I mean, it's okay, but it's a lot better than the unupgraded version. I think blocking is more important than vulnerable. We could go to a shop. We have 200 gold. We're forced into a second shop, though, so probably not. We don't need another question mark, because that's going to be like, do you want to turn into a vampire too? No. No vampire. But we don't really want to fight an extra hard fight before our possible elite. I mean, Vampire Ghost, it can work. It works best if you have, like, Singing Bowl or something. Actually, one of these was a fight, wasn't it? No, it wasn't. This was the mugger. And then we had, what was this event? I'm here right now. Oh, it was potions. Every run is a meme run, right? If you can meme hard enough, you can kill the heart. I think we're just going to do 2 shops. There's Pear. That would have been great to recover some of that max HP. Is it possible to get a question mark from a relic from a question mark in Act 2? Backstab is okay. We don't have marbles or anything. A lot of zero cost attacks here. And we could afford them all. I'm not sure why we would want to do that. You guys got the real line. Turn into a ghost and then shed our ghostly form. Come back into reality. Is the shopkeeper you're selling like supplies to a ghost right now? Is he like the air is slightly colder around him and he has like no idea where the money's coming from? Second leg sweep is pretty ambitious. We have a burst plus. No defense. Hand drill's not doing anything. These relics are kind of terrible. We are going to a second shop, so we could just save some of the money. If we were going to card remove, what would we remove? Riddle with holes has actually been pretty decent. Maybe a blade dance? Yeah, that's too good to remove. I don't actually want to remove that. Okay, so we're not card removing. So I think we just take the leg sweep and backstab and save the rest of the money. Could take a fire potion instead of a weak potion. Fire potion's pretty good against Gremlin Leader. Kind of good against slavers. Oh my god, we should do a Twitch chat integration run. I think you need like, okay, if we could get to 50 viewers, I'll do one. That's the challenge. We gotta get, because I don't want it to be like we get to vote, but then there's like only 3 votes total, and it's like 2 votes for this one, 1 vote for something else. I want it to be like a sort of community participation thing. We don't quite have the scale for that. But yes, it's a great idea. We should do the chat decides things run. Yeah, like sweet backstab. Hopefully we'll have enough for a shop relic by the time we get to the next shop. Or we could just die in this fight. That works too. Predator gets a plated armor, so we could Predator backstab to get 2 plated armor and a bunch of damage, and then Survivor to block for 8. Take 13. Probably want to use the weak pot here. Our potion slots are full. This fight's definitely better if you're a vampire versus a ghost. He kind of fucks up ghosts, but he's like delicious for vampires. Yeah, okay. Maybe we should have dashed instead. We would lose out on 1 plated armor damage, but we would... I guess we lose out on next turn draw as well. Well, the reason I played the Predator last turn is so I could draw an intangible for this turn, but then we didn't do it. What the hell, deck? I guess we can block out with leg sweep. Actually, it's not quite a block out. We can after image leg sweep take 1. Okay. Man, I wish I had 4 energy. Bloodblade Plans or Blade Dance, just anything. I'll play more cards. Okay, there's an apparition. Let's see if we can draw a Burst Plus. Or we could draw a second apparition. Works too. Backflip, draw me Burst Plus. Hey, we did it. We're intangible forever. Oh crap, did I gender Shelled Parasite? My bad. I apologize to all the Shelled Parasites in chat who have indeterminate genders. All those non-binary fruits and vegetables out there. Okay, so we can play another apparition, and we should play another apparition. So let's play another apparition. I guess we do some poison and take some plated armor off. And skewer for 0. Whoa, that's a pretty intense level of disbelief right there. Burst Double Blade Dance does so much against Avocado. I love it. We still have two stacks of intangible. So silly. Okay, alright, we got him. Alright, well, if we can pull that kind of shenanigans off, I think we can kill the heart. That's the kind of thing you need to be doing in this game. We get our setup back. Quick Slash, no. Flying Knee, maybe. We do have energy problems. We have after image. Really wish I had that second Wraith form. After image is good though. Yeah, after image plus a lot of intangibles is very nice. I feel very strongly about the flat earther thing, so I'm pretty sensitive to that. You could end up finding yourself timed out if you talk too much about flat earther stuff. The earth is round. It's round as shit. I think we skip here. Oh boy. Well, we have apparitions, so that's nice. I think I'm not gonna escape plan. I think we're just gonna apparition leg sweep and avoid both of the card draws and the damage, so that we can get 4 energy next turn. It seems bad to skip 12 damage, but I think we need to find... do I need 4 energy next turn? I guess I'll let next turn deal with next turn. Okay, here's a Burst Apparition. That's nice. We can Burst Apparition and Crippling Cloud because we built in the 4 energy from last turn. I knew we were going to need a big turn. Nailed it. Alright. So, should I spread these Endless Agonies? So we are intangible for 2 turns, so the poison gets to proc 3 times, so it's going to do 14 plus 13 plus 12 damage. 14 plus 13 plus 12 is 39. So we need to do I mean, look, I'm not saying you should trust everyone, but the idea that, like, that sort of drives conspiracy groups and like science deniers, that you should like do your own research and like is ludicrous, right? Because you just end up, you don't have enough context to, yeah, I know, right? You don't have enough context to like really do research. It takes like years, and you have to like go to school if you want to be like a scientist and like totally understand, you know, the things you're talking about. So if you're not going to do that, you have to trust people. Trust is like, it's built into society. You can't have society without trust. And if you're a flat earther, you're essentially saying, I don't believe society, fuck society, like, right? Like, I'm gonna go live in the woods. And like, whatever, if you want to live in the woods, it doesn't matter to you if the earth is round or not. But we live in a society here, so the earth is round. Okay. Sorry about that. 14 plus 13 plus 12, back to math, is 39. So we need to do 11 damage if we want to kill either the 50 health guys, and we need to do 23 damage to kill Taskmaster. Endless Agony twice is pretty close to 11 damage, so we'll go ahead and just do that. There's some rounding problems with the health bar. Some of those chunks were bigger than others. Okay, so we can skewer twice to do 11 damage, or we can just neutralize and skewer, that also does 11 damage. So if we skewer for 1 and neutralize, then we've got 2 extra energy to do something with. Or we could skewer twice on, let's see, how much damage do we need to do to Taskmaster? So we did 39 with poison. We need to do 24. 24 is the same as skewering for 3. So that seems suspiciously good. So I'm going to do it. Okay, so now he's dead. And now we just have to worry about Blue Slaver. And we only have to do like, let's see, we did 4, was that just 4 damage to him? I think it was 3 because we're weak. We have to do 3 damage to him. Or we did 3 damage. So he's at 7, this does 8. Good fight. Sorry, why am I getting poked? Yeah, I see Sir Artemal's asking me to do a challenge. That sounds like fun. Backflip. We could use another backflip, right? We don't have enough energy to really support. Oh, I see. Okay, that's fine. Just people trolling. Poke the bear. I understand. These are all good cards, but we already have Crippling Cloud. Sorry, what am I even looking for right now? Okay, so we've got a really great way to block for like several turns, right? We've got Burst Apparition, we've got Wraith Form. So let's say we burst one of the apparitions and we get 4 intangible from these and 3 from this, alright? We're intangible for 7 turns. That's great. How do we kill stuff, I think is the question now. And is it deadly poison? And then we're trying to find a catalyst. I mean, Deadly Poison's great with Burst. I guess it is Deadly Poison. Okay. We could lift now. Get super swole. We could smith up a apparition, which is always good. Regen pot is great when you have such a low max HP, because each tick heals you for like a significant portion of your maximum. Also, with this whole block with apparition plan, we tend to be taking like little ticks of 1 all the time, which is how we ended up at 19. Deadly Poison does have a really good upgrade. I think maybe After Image upgrade is up there too, but I think probably Apparition is better than both of those. All two. Birds is over. We can't get birds anymore, but you have Troll Face, so you probably know that. We can get 1 bird and a Chosen. That's in the hard pool. Unless we were talking about these birds. We can burst leg sweep and make somebody weak for a long time. Probably want to use the regen potion as well. We could definitely die in this fight. Okay, see you in 20 minutes, Artemal. I haven't really looked at his thing yet. Okay, we have 4 energy, so we can Riddle with Holes and dash. That's cool. Ooh, wow, shots fired. I'm gonna tell Sir Artemal when we get back. Here, I'm gonna take a screenshot of your thing. And I'm gonna post it when he comes back. I'm telling on you. Let's see what Escape Plan has for us. I don't think I've ever gotten blocked with Escape Plan in this run. Backflip dash is max block. We take 1 if we do that. It seems pretty reasonable to backflip at least. Ooh, hey, After Image. If we After Image dash, we take 0. Well then, that's good. We're all just agreed that Artemal's a nerd. Sorry, I mispronounced that. Nerd. I was a big Andrew Yang supporter when he was in the Democratic primary, and I listened to a podcast that was called Nerds for Yang. At the beginning of every podcast, he'd say, "Hello, nerds." So I feel very, very targeted by your criticism based on the word nerd. In addition to just like being a huge nerd myself. So we can actually block out with Deadly Poison Blade Dance as well. That blocks for 4. It's not quite as much as 10. But it scales a little bit better. Does some damage. I'm a little bit afraid that we're just going to fall behind these guys and die. So if we don't want to fall behind, we could... like Predator Deadly Poison is our max damage. I guess Riddle with Holes Deadly Poison is technically more damage, but Predator can draw us some more damage next turn. If we Riddle with Holes Deadly Poison, we're doing 25 damage. So then if we can do 25 damage again next turn, then we kill 1. There's not too many ways that the deck can do 25 damage. We kind of just like Apparition and wait for people to die. So I think let's get up After Image and dash. It does a little bit of damage, but it blocks out, because we're going to need that health for later when we are dying. Okay, probably want to play 2 Apparitions. Oh wait, maybe we do a single Apparition and Crippling Cloud. I've been holding this Gambler's Brew so that I can discard an unupgraded Apparition. which is something I've been setting up for a long time and never talked about. What's the beta art for Apparition look like? Excellent. The regular art is so elegant too. It's like this really nicely rendered, stylized wrist. But the beta art is so derpy. No, I like the regular art so much. I'll go back to it. If we don't play, we could just play 2 apparitions, but then we're kind of not doing very much in the turn. Yeah, I guess let's play 1 apparition, and then Gambler's Brew away the other one, and then see where we're at. I don't think we're going to play like Sweep over Crippling Cloud, so let's do that one as well. Neutralize is free. Alright, Crippling Cloud it is. And then we want to neutralize you. We're probably killing him first, so we want the weaks to be on him and him. He's already got 4 weeks, so we'll spread it around. Okay. We finished the easy part of the fight. Now comes the hard part of the fight. Suddenly we're taking 36 damage. He's taking 6 and going to 22. We could do 24 with Skewer, but then we're not doing anything else. We could do 8 with Skewer and then 14 with Endless Agony for 22. 22 is not enough, so he would still attack us. So I guess we'd have to do 16 with Skewer and then both Endless Agonies, one of which only does 6 damage. And then Survivor. Yikes. We're not dead, because we can kill this back one. But we're taking 24. Or, well, we're taking 16. Good chance we're dead next turn. But I guess we'll let next turn handle itself. Oh, I guess this is doing 3 damage. I thought it was doing 0. Uh-oh, we didn't draw Apparition. It's pretty much counting on yeah, lifting, that was what we were missing. We did leave ourselves a backstab. I guess we can draw an Apparition here. No, we could still draw one. Okay. Nope. Ouch, we lose Wraith Form too if we don't Well-Laid Plans. But if we Well-Laid Plans, we die. Oh wait, no, we survive at 2. We could Well-Laid Plans hold on to Wraith Form. We're really just dragging this out though. We're gonna die in this fight. 3 because of pot. It's 2 because of pot. It would be 1 if it wasn't for the pot. So if we dash, we block for 11. That's kind of nice. We feel a little bit less dead, but then we actually do die more. Okay, fine. We could Poison Stab instead of Dodge and Roll. Dodge and Roll blocks for 4. And makes me feel good. Poison Stab might kill him sooner. So it does 10 damage this turn, probably 13 damage total. 13 plus 9. Yeah, that's exactly lethal, so we should do it. Okay. Okay. We have to play this Wraith Apparition, because otherwise we lose it. I guess we could Survivor it, technically, but then we die. So we play this Apparition. We'll play Survivor. Oh wait, we didn't need to play Survivor. Shoot. I wish I could undo just one turn. You can restart the fight, but then you have to play it all the way from the beginning. I don't want to play it all the way from the beginning. Burst showing up the wrong turn, but that's okay. We have well-laid plans now. Alright, we found Deadly Poison and on the same turn as we're doing this stuff, so that's great. Okay. Finally, we got there. If we got to pick whatever we want at this shop in this chest, and then we rested this fire, do we win? What would we pick? Probably pick like fossilized helix. Or like ear funnel, whatever that card is called. And then like noxious fumes at the shop. Noxious fumes in another wraith form. I don't think I can afford that though. I think wraith form would cost like 100. I think I'll take a piercing well. Tungsten rod would be nice. Ouch. Unfortunately, that's not really how this game works. So we'll take a tiny chest. Struggling for survival, so I don't think we're going to take keys no matter what they are. Footwork's okay. It's not a wraith form. Take strawberry. Strawberry heals us for 5. Or 7. Heals us for 7. Makes this campsite a little bit better too. Resting at campsites as a ghost is such a... I hate it. I mean, it feels so bad to heal for like 5 at a campsite. The right relic is Prismatic Shard. Makes it so that you can get card rewards from other classes. Also, the colors are now wrong. The colors used to represent the 3 classes, but now they've added a 4th class, and it's not represented in Prismatic Shard at all. Yeah, I think we have to take strawberry, basically. There's no, like, intangible potion or anything, so... Yeah, self-repair would be cool. Alright, so now we heal for 12 instead of 8, so that's something. I think we have to fight both of these elites. We're very unlikely to survive them, but we, like, 100% need to find some good relics. Actually, if we go to the question mark, we could get duplicate our burst. Duplicating our burst would be really good. I guess we're so in danger of losing the run with every fight that maybe we shouldn't fight an elite. Plus, if we go to a question mark, we charge up tiny chest. Okay. Ugh, Jesus. That's so painful. Total whiff. Yeah. These guys got artifact charges. Hooray. I guess I'll escape plan before after image. Okay. We can do 20 damage. If we don't do any damage, we get to save an energy for next turn. But wasting 2 energy is just too bad. I can't afford that. So let's do the 20 damage. We actually do even more damage if we Blade Dance backstab, but why would we skip the backstab in any situation? We're gonna backstab too. Piercing Wail doesn't work. So we have to, like, Survivor Skewer. I guess we can Leg Sweep Skewer, which blocks out better. And removes the artifact charge. Okay. I have no idea how we're going to block next turn, but hopefully we draw Burst and Apparition or something. It's half of it. That'll work. I think we Apparition Deadly Poison Dodge and Roll. Deadly Poison removes an artifact charge. Apparition and Dodge and Roll block out this turn and maybe next turn. We could backflip and look for burst. Backflip and look for burst. And then burst apparition, but I think this is okay. Oh, we don't need to dodge and roll. I forgot about that. Because we have, what's it called? After image. We got burst on the 4 energy turn. I think we can actually kill him here. We can do, no, we can only do 14 poison. 14 plus 3, 17 poison. Whatever, it's still great. So neutralize first to get rid of the last artifact charge, and then burst crippling cloud to do a ton of damage. Okay, so we have lethal. We can play this or not, it doesn't matter. Okay, we got through it. Didn't take any damage. Bouncing Flask is really nice. Burst. Okay. Alright, so now we just need the Catalyst. Can we take an Elite? We probably die to an Elite. If we draw really well, we could kill an Elite. I mean, we've been drawing pretty well so far. Let's see if we can keep it going. Alright, this is better than Book of Stabbing. That's nice. Leg sweep blocks out. Let's backflip first. See if we get a card we'd rather play. I was hoping for this card, After Image. No dice. Backstab plus double Endless Agony is 14 plus 12 is enough to kill either of these, so I'll go ahead and kill the stronger one. And then Leg Sweep Gremlin Leader, in case he attacks next turn. He is attacking. We can become intangible, and probably should. Apparition... Coconut hates Apparition Crippling Cloud. Apparition Crippling Cloud gets me an extra energy next turn. We still take 4 when we do this. But I don't see a better line. Alright, we can burst Apparition Bouncing Flask, which seems amazing. Hit this guy, this guy. Unfortunately, we don't get to develop well-laid plans, but that's okay. There's After Image. We've only got 1 intangible turn left. We've got Apparition coming up next turn, most likely. We could Predator this turn and guarantee that. Or we could Deadly Poison. Or we could Dash. We could just Deadly Poison Dash instead of After Image. I was assuming I was doing like After Image Predator. This is the first line I saw. We could like Dash Deadly Poison, which blocks out, develops 5 poison. But it doesn't guarantee Apparition. It also doesn't cause a shuffle next turn. Yeah, I think After Image Predator is the play. Still takes 4, but that's okay. We can't discard this. So even though we could block out without it, we should play it anyway if we can. I guess we could escape plan into Survivor. Ooh, or Burst. That's great. Okay, Burst Apparition's pretty amazing. And then I guess Deadly Poison to try and eventually end the fight. Seems like we're winning. Bouncing Flask is good, but it's kind of random. So maybe just like Predator Poison Stab? Poison Stab does more damage than Dash. although it does block. Predator, Poison, Stab, Well-Laid Plans. Keep the dash. Seems fine. Should be lethal next turn. And there's Wraith Form showing up just on time. Watch me win. For some reason, there's a little bug there, and it takes a really long time for that fight to end. I'm not sure what the deal is. Maybe there's like an animation timeout that's triggering and making it still work, but not really work. Calculated Gamble is really nice. We have unupgraded apparitions, so Calculated Gamble gives us a way in deck to deal with them with discarding unupgraded apparitions. Hi Scoot, what do you mean by first? I don't understand what you're talking about. Do you think you're the first person to post in the chat? Because if so, you are incorrect. Yeah, Calculated Gamble is pretty fine. We could rest here, take 12 health. I don't know if that really helps us against Collector too much. We could kind of, like, if we... he was probably the first one he saw, because the chat was silent there for a little bit. So the problem with resting is we go from 14 to 26, right? It feels good. We get a big boost in our percentage of max health, but like if we get hit, like, okay, so if let's say Collector debuffs us, right? So we're vulnerable, and then he hits us with his like, I forget if he like multi-attacks or he doesn't do like a ton of damage, but he does damage. And he attacks us. Like the 12 health is not helping us. He's doing more than 26. And if we take one on the chin, we're dying. So maybe we should just smith something that helps us not take one on the chin. What is that, though? I know, right? This is crazy. I really don't understand how this run's still going. We could upgrade After Image to make sure that that's happening. We could upgrade Calculated Gamble so that we're more able to filter through the deck. Calculated Gamble is really good if you have a lot of draw, and we do not have a lot of draw. Hopefully if we win this fight, we can pick up an Energy Relic and be able to take more backflip style cards. Yeah, I think After Image is the most important upgrade. Deadly Poison is also up there. Bouncing Flask. But those are just sort of like little damagey things. If I wanted damage, I could just lift. But I just want to not die. I think Backstab also falls into the if I wanted damage, I would lift category. Okay. Let's take After Image then. All right. You know, it all has to line up perfectly, right? We need like Burst Intangible at the right time. And this is not lining up properly. That's everything's coming up too early and yikes. Okay, well, we get if we just burst now, we get 14 poison, and we do get weak on Collector, right? But we miss weak on the Torch guys. Let's go ahead and drink that Strength Potion. It's never going to be a better time. Yeah, I mean, 14 poison. We need to win the fight somehow. And then we just hope. Leg Sweep can mostly block out this turn. Leg Sweep on one of the Torch bots, and then Blade Dance Poison Stab. We're just going to ignore the Torch bots completely and just go for the Collector. Could do. We could backflip instead, but I don't really need apparition this turn, so I don't want to risk drawing one. So I guess I won't do that. We don't have very much damage, so I'm just going to go straight for Collector and see if we can get him. We have max non-apparition block would be Piercing Wail, Leg Sweep, but then we waste apparition. It's gonna be, yeah, I don't know how we win, especially without Catalyst. We'd like basically need Catalyst in this run. We don't have it. So I mean, we're pretty good at not dying, right? We can burst apparition and like wraith form and stuff. But it's gonna be a long fight. Yeah, we can't even break his block with Skewer, so there's no point. I guess we'll just weaken him more. Block for 3. Alright, it looks like this is probably our wraith form. Which is fine. Didn't need any decks anyway. We are so dead. Maybe we need Endless Agony to like discard and shuffle to do 300 damage? No, that's stupid. We have to play this one because we can't discard it. So we'll do that. And then I guess this does more poison than Deadly Poison. And we're hoping that Apparition gets drawn in the same hand with Burst next shuffle. And ideally, soon. Well, I guess we've got 3 turns to find it. 3 turns from now. Keep that weak going. Yeah, Bouncing Flask does more damage if it all lands on Collector, because this damage is wasted. So I guess on average it only does 3, so I'll do Deadly Poison instead. Well, Predator can help it line up. Let's escape plan. If we draw one of the combo pieces, then we can backflip and try and find the other one. Well-laid plans can help it all line up. And do a little bit of damage. Taking 2 is okay. Take backflip so that if I get stuck with one of the combo pieces, I guess I don't super need to do that actually. Okay, so we have Apparition, so hopefully we can save Apparition for next turn. And burst it. We can still block for 3. He's got 23 armor though, so we can't break his armor. Actually, we can. We can do 1 damage to him. This is 10 plus 8 plus 4. Oh wait, no, we do 22. He's got 23. I thought he had 21 for a second. I guess we'll still neutralize and Survivor. And then keep Apparition for some reason. Oh, we didn't even draw it. So I guess we have to Apparition this turn or we die. Because Piercing Wail is not enough. And then Riddle with Holes? I don't know. Maybe somehow we can block with Piercing Wail next turn. I don't think so. I don't think this is enough. We did not get there. Not super far away. Pretty weird run. Starting out with a Pandora's box makes things pretty weird. I got to keep a burst. That was really nice. Wraith form. Those are sort of the highlights of the Pandora's box. We also removed 2 cards. Yeah, we really just like limped through though. Like this, making it to the Act 2 boss makes it seem like we like almost made the run work, but really we didn't. We were just dodging elites the whole time. You returned at the perfect time. We literally just died. All right, that's it for this run.